There's a hidden power in silence. It's not just about talking less, it's about speaking with purpose. Every word you say can either build your influence or waste your potential. Imagine having the ability to enter any room and immediately command the attention of everyone in it. Think about it for a second. You don't need to shout, you don't need to be the loudest, but you need to be the one people listen to. Welcome to Eagle Motivation Hub, where we help you unlock your full potential and build the life of your dreams. If you're tired of being overlooked, if you feel like your voice isn't getting heard, stick with me, because today we're going to dive deep into how speaking less can actually help you command more. Stick around, because I'm going to reveal a game-changing approach that can dramatically shift the way you interact with the world. Let's get into this. I want to start by asking you a question. When was the last time you heard someone talk for 10 minutes straight and thought, wow, that person really knows what they're doing? Maybe never, right? But what if I told you that the most powerful people in the world, people who are wealthy, influential, and successful, they don't talk more, they talk less. You see, the art of speaking less is the art of having control. Now let's break this down. Imagine this scenario. You're in a meeting with your team, your friends, or maybe even a potential investor. You're nervous, you want to make an impression, so what do? You talk, and you talk, and you talk. The more you talk, the less control you have. Why? Because words, when not used intentionally, dilute your value. They make you seem unsure. So you keep filling the air, trying to be heard, but the truth is, you're just blending in. But here's the crazy thing. When you choose silence and speak only when you have something important to say, people notice. They listen more closely. The power of speaking less isn't about being quiet for the sake of it. It's about building a reputation for being selective with your words. Think about it. When you do speak, people will actually pay attention. They won't be distracted by unnecessary noise. Let's flip this and look at fear for a moment. We've all been there, right? That fear of not being heard, of being judged for not speaking enough. It's a natural feeling, especially when you're just starting to build your career or stepping into new circles. But here's the hard truth. The longer you let that fear control you, the more you're holding yourself back from the success you're capable of. I want you to feel the urgency here. Every day you spend speaking for the sake of speaking, you're not just wasting time, you're wasting opportunities. Each moment you're filling the air with noise, you're losing the chance to create a lasting impression with just a few well-timed words. This isn't just about getting ahead in a meeting or a conversation, it's about your life. Now, let's take a step back and look at the bigger picture. If you want to be wealthy, not just in terms of money, but in every aspect of your life, this is crucial. Wealthy people don't waste words. They don't chase validation with empty chatter. They are precise. They are intentional, and they understand that less is more. If you're serious about building a wealthy lifestyle, whether that's financial freedom, personal growth, or building a strong network, you need to understand that speaking less doesn't mean saying nothing. It means saying everything you need to say, but only when it truly matters. But I know what you're thinking. That sounds great, but what do I do in situations where I feel like I have to say something to be heard? Here's the answer. Stop over-explaining. Stop feeling the need to justify every decision you make. When you speak with confidence and clarity, your words will carry weight. Over-explaining, on the other hand, makes you seem unsure. People will start questioning your authority. So the next time you're about to speak, pause. Ask yourself, do I need to say this? Will this add value to the conversation? Remember, the less you speak, the more you create an aura of mystery, power, and authority around yourself. It's not about becoming an introvert or avoiding conversation. It's about being strategic. Now, let's talk about timing. You can't just wait for the perfect moment to speak. You need to create that perfect moment. There are going to be times in your life when you need to make bold moves. You need to take action, and that action will speak louder than anything you could ever say. But you got to be ready to act when the time comes. You've got to prepare yourself for those moments by learning the power of restraint, of knowing when to stay silent and when to step forward and make your voice heard. I'm going to leave you with a cliffhanger here. You're probably wondering, how does this all tie into wealth? How does speaking less directly impact your financial freedom and success? Well, I'm not going to spoil it for you just yet. You'll have to check out my next video to discover how the power of compounding can be applied not only to your finances, but to your words, your actions, and your life. Before we wrap up, I want to give you a challenge. Start using silence as a tool this week. Practice the art of restraint. Stop over-explaining, stop filling the air with unnecessary chatter. Speak with purpose. The next time you enter a conversation, ask yourself, what do I want to convey? What do I want people to remember about me? And then be quiet and let your words do the work. Now, don't forget to check out my next video about the power of compounding. It's going to change the way you think about growth. Trust me on that. And if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you never miss a life-changing piece of advice. This is Eagle Motivation Hub. Your journey to success starts now.